Hi, everybody. It's Lola. Thought I'd check in. I know you might see a mark right there just because I was wearing an ear warmer, actually, that goes all the way around my head. It was funny because I went to one of the chain Quick Marts here. It's called Quick Check. And I was wearing that today, and there was this old man was like watching me walk around the store and just big grin on his face. And when I was checking out at the register with the self-checkout thing, he actually like came up to me and said, I love your hat, it just looks so, I love your hat. It was so funny because I kind of went like this and I said, see, it's not a hat, you can see my hair, you can still see my hair. Anyway, that was just a interesting story about an interaction I had with somebody today. But what I wanted to talk about was, whoops, put that back down. I got a I have two cowlicks, one here and one here. I don't know why I had cows licking on both sides of my head, but anyway. You've probably had this experience, and if you haven't, maybe you should start looking for it. Have you ever had the experience where you know for certain that God has your back and He's in control, and strange things have happened? Things you can't explain other than, okay, how did this happen? I didn't do it. Or I survived it, thank God. Do things this week, and it's only Monday. Today's Monday. Do things this week already. I had an order with Kohl's, and it was delivered, and it was a special sale. There was this faux fur. Let me see if I can show you. Oh, here's a faux fur blanket. See how soft it is? It just looks soft, doesn't it? Well, we like throws like that, really soft, really warm things. And we kind of need them because there are some drafty spots in a house that was built in 1850. I ordered two, and I opened the box, and I found two. And I opened one, and I set the other one down. And it was kind of one of those interesting boxes where you have a zipper open, and then the way it's made, it kind of opens up and it makes a box. So I put it on the floor so the cats can play in it. And then I found out that there were three, because I had one and then I put it on the bed, and then Brent opened another one, and I said, well, all I had was two, but he said, no, there's one more. It's in a box right over there by the washer and dryer. And I said, but I didn't order three. I only ordered two. And that's all they charged me, was for two. Where did it come from? I've heard of pennies from heaven, but faux fur. Soft, warm, faux fur. That was one unexplained event. And the other one just happened tonight. Brent got off work. I had a doctor appointment today, so I was with him. And had to stop at the pharmacy, get some stuff, and got home and parked. And our neighbor upstairs is actually our landlord. And we were all on the sidewalk in front of the doors, her doors, right next to our front door. And Brent had started walking towards, almost going past our door, And then um, the other lady and I were lady. And she's old enough to, I'm old enough to be her mother. She's young, she's very young. But she and her husband have planned well. And she and I were closer to where her front door is. And then all of a sudden, it was like, it was a Toyota SUV, small SUV type of car that ended up 3 feet away from Brent. There was a tree that fell last year on her property. Took out it's like a rock wall that was there. If that tree had not fallen, if it were still standing, the woman driving that vehicle would have hit it head on, and she might not have been able to go home with her father tonight. But that could have taken out any one of us. Brent was the closest. He was like 3 feet. I was next. And then there was our landlord. They say that there was a patch of snow that they think she hit, because we didn't see any ice on the road at all. And she was on her way home, and she wasn't feeling well. And there's a little bit of a curve, and it was that patch of snow that she hit, and she lost control of the vehicle. And she was afraid that she'd hurt somebody, and thank God she didn't. But we were just afraid that something happened to her. You know, it could have been medical, it could have been anything, you never know. So, and she immediately, oh my gosh, the tears. I can imagine I would probably have been upset enough. My face would be wet too. But I came inside, I got the box of Kleenex, and I went around the car, the other side of it, to kind of make sure she's okay. And she was just, you know, crying and crying and crying, and I don't know what she had in her car or what she didn't. And, you know, she thanked me for the tissue and everything. And I just tried to take her mind off of the situation somewhat, or at least kind of frame it in a different way. I asked her what her name was, and she told me, and I said, my name is Lola, and that's my landlord, and that's Brent, that's my husband. You know, just trying to calm everything. And she was just boo-hooing. It was so I was rubbing her arm, and I said, it's okay. You're okay. Everything is going to be all right. You're okay. I'm okay. She's okay. And my husband is okay. So just don't worry. It's all going to be okay. But just, who knows, you know, an inch or two or whatever, a different direction, it might not have been. So, twice, I've seen miracles this week. So, just think of her. I'm not going to say her name because I don't know who may or may not know her. And God knows who she is. Just pray for her. She's a dance instructor. That's all I'll say. And just pray that she'll be able to be calm and not stay upset. That she'll recognize that something really important, something, I was going to say magical, but it's really a miracle, miraculous. Es un milagro, milagro. In Spanish, milagro is a miracle. Right? I believe so. I think so. Anyway, just wanted to post something that I was so thankful for. Something I was given that I didn't expect. Both times. You know, who knows what to expect when a car comes at you and the two people on either side of you. And it's only Monday. So just think of that. Think of the good things that are coming this week. And look for the miracles in your life. You might find them. You look hard enough. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. Love you guys. Bye-bye.